Good morning, everybody. This is another episode of Cosmic Surfers. So I wanted to give a bit of background into what we're doing here. This is called Cosmic Surfers, and a large part of what this is going to be in the future is me traveling the world, going around to sacred sites, doing a lot of ancient archaeology, getting into the deeper mysteries of what these sites really are and tuning in. But where I live now is caterpillar dreaming. For part of the year, this is where the sun first hits the earth. This is where the song lines begin. And so to live harmoniously and to be true to that in this kind of caterpillar energy, before we blossom out and become a butterfly, there's a lot of foundational knowledge that we need to get through. And I understand that it's not that appealing, but I'm going to do my best to share it in a cohesive way, in a way that's not too boring. A large part of it is about that inner journey. We've got to start with ourselves, and we've got to change the way that we think about things, because the world is either really is living in a satanistic way, or de facto Satanism. And really what that means is living in an egocentric world, like a my freedom kind of a world. I'm doing this because of my moral obligation to take responsibility, just like I have with being a custodian of sacred land in two hemispheres. It's something I take really seriously. But also, there's so much inner stuff that we have to all work through. Like, there's a reason why this has taken me so long. I did a lot of plant work. I did a lot of, cosmic battles in plant medicine ceremonies, taking on what I believe is true evil, head to head. And that's given me some self-confidence to really know that we can get through this, because I've been through it myself. And not to say that, I'm any different than anyone else, but we can face it. And it's also not to underestimate the enemy either, because it is super organized. There are, it's thick. But also, there's so many distractions out there and so much divide and conquer. The program's been running for eons that we're losing so badly. But what I wanted to talk today is a phrase that really helped me from doing rebirthing breath work. And that is, what other people think of me is none of my business. And whatever the cause of that is, whether it's trauma or whether it's societal or familial, it's really a way that gets us to self-censor. I'm here to put my voice out, and everyone else can be doing that too. I've turned off comments, not because I don't want to engage with people, but because this is primarily a way for me to share what I know to be true. And I also don't find it that helpful to be dealing with people's reactions, whether they think that it's my belief system or something like that. Nothing about this is to do with my belief system. But, the way that we think about ourselves is so important, because if we're in self-loathing and we don't have care for ourselves, then how are we going to care for those around us and for the wider world? And the fear of judgment And there's all, is rife. And also the identities. One of the things that I've had to work through is to put on so many different hats over the years. It's like, okay, now I'm tech founder guy. Okay, now I'm plant medicine shaman guy. Now I'm, farmer guy. Now I'm, beekeeper guy. Or, now I'm, small country town guy. Whatever it is, it's not helpful to not be comfortable to be ourselves out of fear of judgment. And so that diminishing of our divineness or our light really has repercussions, because it's not standing in truth, it's not standing in our own authority, and it's allowing those forces that are working through other people or that are out there or whatever you want to be, it's being reflected back to us and it's shutting us down so that we don't take action, and it creates stagnation. And if it creates stagnation, evil's winning. That's the whole point of all of this, is to get you to stop doing what you need to do in this world out of fear of being judged. And so I wanted to share that with you, because what other people think about you is none of your business. You do you be you speak out, and don't be a coward, and have some courage to be fully you. Speak about the spiritual, speak about spiritual warfare, speak about the supernatural, speak about the multidimensional level to our beingness, speak about the fractal nature of reality. Get weird, because the world's weird out there. The people have gone psychotic. We've devolved into the great retardation. This is the time that we live in. You might be getting confused. You might be feeling like you're the crazy one, but it's psychotic. And we have to understand that that's the nature of the situation that we find ourselves in. That's the condition. We're in a condition of slavery. And the more that we allow ourselves to be censored by believing what other people think about us, is another form of slavery. It's allowing those people to win. Let's not be on team loser. What other people think of you is none of your business. That's all. You do you. Much love. Bye for now. This is Cosmic Service. Ciao for now.